Well, this September, in celebration of Heritage Month and 30 years of democracy in South Africa, a special theatre performance will pay tribute to the life and musical journey of Mandoza, one of the nation's most beloved musicians. Road to 25 Years of Nkalakatha will take place today and tomorrow at the Soweto Theatre, offering a memorable and immersive experience that honours Mandoza's enduring legacy. Mandoza's wife, Mpho Tshabalala, his sons, Tokollo and Tumello, join us this morning in studio to speak to us about what to expect from the event and also just to reminisce a bit on the times of Mandoza. It is so nice to have you all here. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
The whole family all here together.
Only the princess missing.
Exactly. It's so nice. Guys, how are you doing?
Good, thanks for yourself.
Excellent, excellent. Are you looking forward to tonight?
Very much
so. Just need a bit of rest.
You all do look exhausted. You look very exhausted. Has it been a very tiring experience, Mpho?
It has been. They've been rehearsing for the past 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Back to back.
Back-to-back rehearsals and trying to get that legacy across in the best possible way to pay tribute to your late father.
True.
What's it like for you standing on stage singing his songs?
There's a part of myself I have to switch off because there's a job to be done, you know?
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, it's euphoric, man. I'm a performer myself, so like any chance I get to showcase the thing I love to people is always a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
Especially with this.
I find it interesting what you say, that you have to switch off emotions and just perform. Is it the same for you? Or is it an emotional performance that you're actually putting on?
It is a little bit overwhelming, but like he said, we both have to do the same thing and get the job done.
Yeah.
So yeah, but apart from that, it is nothing but joyful and a wonderful experience.
Okay. So I wish I had a cake here, okay, because there's someone's birthday. So I'm talking to you guys acting like I don't know, but I know that it is your mom's birthday today.
Oh, by the way.
And by the way, happy birthday. And
thank you.
I know that this day for you is not necessarily how we all think of our birthdays, because this is the actual date that Mandoza passed, that your husband passed on your birthday. So it's a very difficult day for you, but it's a day that for you holds so much because there's just so much related to this day. And this is tonight that this is debuting. Talk to me about this. I mean, how has the healing been for you?
Healing has been trying to find the balance between crying, smiling, and just continuing with the legacy. Yeah. If South Africa is continuing with the legacy, why not as the Tshabalala family? So we just have to join in and make sure that we continue where South Africa is as the song. I call it the second national anthem.
Sure.
So yeah, it's been just an emotional roller coaster, but just trying to find the balance. And at times, that's what we do as a family. Just park feelings aside and continue with the legacy. Yeah,
continue the legacy, because it was an amazing legacy. Yep. You know, whichever way you look at it, that the influence that Mandoza had on music in South Africa was immense. And it crossed barriers. It's never been that big before. You know, it was almost like this revolution.
Yep.
And it was huge. I mean, when you first sort of heard Nkalakatha, and I mean, he must speak about it a lot, or he did speak about it a lot, I should say. Did they ever realize that this was going to be what it was?
Nope. No. Yeah. It was just God and the gods. Because it was Gaby Leroux and Mandoza in the studio. Gaby started, as they explained it, ding, 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 ding. Then he said, Braji, we've got it, Nkalakatha.
And it started with that?
With that. It was born just like that.
It was born like that. And that took us all by storm.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know, because we would go to, and I joke about this, because we would go to white parties. Yes. And that would be like, you know, the only song that would get people on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And it was like suddenly the whole party was on the dance floor.
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening here? This is amazing.
So I call it a legacy of unity, hope, and just, you know, celebration.
Yeah.
You've never seen South Africa and Africa come together like when any other time. But when Nkalakatha plays, everyone comes together.
Yeah.
We sing to one rhythm. We just go to one rhythm.
So that was, I mean, that's 25 years now.
Yeah. Next year it's 25
Next
years.
year's 25
so
years.
that's why we are on the road to...
Road to 25.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know your ages, but I mean, were you...
I wasn't around.
You weren't around. I can see you weren't around. Were you maybe bordering around?
Same time with the song.
Same time as the song?
Yeah.
You were born into the song?
A few months.
A few months old?
Yes.
So, I mean, you were just a celebrity baby. That's it. You've lived your life in the spotlight the whole time.
Yes,
Hey,
basically.
who's the soccer player here?
I am.
You were. Okay, so you landed up playing in the UK. You went and you did a bit of soccer. They got a bit of an injury and you've come back now and you're doing wellness and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what's it like for you? Because, I mean, from being in the sports world to jumping onto a stage and performing, what does it feel like for you?
It's not much of a difference because I have a selective character at times. So if I have to adapt, I'll adapt. So from sports, I can adapt into that. Obviously, I have a background of doing drama also in school. So I do have kind of that skill to just kind of switch into a different persona and adapt to it. So it's not too much of a huge transition.
Okay. It's a first I've heard from the soccer field onto a stage. Not too much of a transition, but obviously it's in your blood. So who's the better performer here? You're the one. Okay, you're the man.
Yeah.
You are Dad's son.
Yeah.
And this is where you are. That's where you're comfortable and you love.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your sounds are very similar to your dad.
Very much so. It's just like it has a software update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A software update.
Wow.
Listen to this generation. Well, what are we going to do here?
I don't know.
We can't come up with these tones.
No.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I've
it's
never
just a
had
little
that.
zhuzh, a little sprinkle of a new taste on my dad's music, but yeah, it's very much similar.
There was a lot to Mandoza.
Yeah.
I mean, we know this, and we've seen it. I mean, there was a documentary on his life. We're now seeing it playing out on stage. It wasn't all about the music, because there were battles. There were many battles.
Yeah.
It was a battle with cancer. It was a battle with substance abuse, mental health, a stroke, GBVF. I mean, there is so much, and this is going to be portrayed. Let's talk about that, because that's a very open and honest portrayal of his life, in other words.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, giving it all out there now as a family, we're just all about giving hope to the next family. First of all is that when you've lost a loved one, not all is gone. And we're all about preserving legacies. And we say, no matter what you go through, as his song says, indoda ingawa namhlanje kusasa iphinde ivuke. I hope you know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go, no, please tell me.
It means men can fall now, but still rise at any time.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we are a family that, you know, lives by those lyrics and saying, "Sane hope, there's still hope."
Yeah.
All we want to do is just inspire the next family out there and say, no matter what you go through, we've been through a lot as a family, but we've always come out and rise.
And still you rise, and still we rise, and that's what
I had to learn to walk and learn to write and learn to talk. But look at me now, I can run, I can walk.
amazing. When you first met him,
Yeah.
what was that? What was that like? Let's go back to the beginning of that romance.
Okay, we're in Carlton Center,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't a mixture. I was like, nah, he looks a bit thuggish. But his character, and just, he was just amazing. And we like hit it off just after a few conversations.
Yeah. I mean, you guys were married for, what was it, 14?
14 years.
Yeah,
Yes.
14 years.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a normal relationship in this industry.
Yes,
Because in this industry, unfortunately, I mean, he
touch
was
and go.
taken at such a young
Yes,
age,
yeah.
38 years old. I mean, it's so young. But, you know, you stood the test of time as a relationship. It was not easy, but you went the path, and of course, giving a good example to your children.
Yes, because we've always maintained that no matter what, we'll always go back to the basics. What brought us together, it was love.
Yeah.
No matter what we go through, that's why I always said I'll stand by him no matter what.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do love that. I think it's absolutely amazing. Are there any guests that are appearing on stage with you guys in this performance? Because I mean, Mandoza did so many collaborations.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, we have Pitch Black Afro.
Oh, wow.
We have Mpho Tshabalala, GP Ma Orange, but a lot of people know him as Israel.
Israel.
Yeah, the actor. And who else again? We also
Jizzle
have
Brothers.
Jizzle Brothers.
Brothers. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have Nati also on stage.
Yeah.
Nati Mankai.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a fun experience, man. From
It's certainly, I can only imagine. Are there still tickets available for tonight's performance?
I hope so. I hope so. The last time I checked, tickets were running out.
Yeah.
They can try and check if there's still tickets on Web Ticket or on Picket Pay.
Yeah. So it's tonight and tomorrow night. So there are 2 performances.
So we've cut it down. We just hectic. We've cut it down to one night.
To one night
the specific
only.
night. Yes,
And then
definitely.
there's a possibility you may take it to other provinces?
Yes. If we get funding, we will definitely take it to other provinces because this is a national celebration.
It is, and it's always about the money. It's always about the money
been a
because it's
challenge.
very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Guys, before we start sort of ending the interview, I really would love to know how, and especially from the older son's perspective. I mean, your dad, and again, we talk of a very difficult life. I mean, you witnessed a lot during your few years, and not necessarily all good things, but what is that legacy that your dad has given you and that you remember him by?
I'll just say what he left me with and what he taught me is just to always be disciplined and know your lane, stay in your lane, and just stay true to yourself. That's one personal experience that he left me with. Apart from that, I don't see him as Mandoza or anything else because I mean, I kind of grew into it, so I'm used to it. So, like, there's nothing much to it.
Yeah, I would imagine. And for you, Tumello, the legacy of your dad and what you remember. I mean, how old were you when he passed away?
I think I was 12.
You were 12.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But I remember telling me to go to school, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't like that place.
Not a lot of us did.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you carried on. So you did finish school.
I did. So I think a couple of months before he passed, I told him that I'm also passionate about music. I also want to be what you are. And he was so supportive of it, right? But now his only condition was that I finish school.
Yeah.
So I haven't really I hadn't really started really pursuing a career in music up until I finished school. Brilliant. I told myself I'm going to finish school and then do it, because then I'd have his blessing.
Yeah, and that is what your dad wanted,
true,
and that's
true.
as any parent would say, the right
Exactly.
thing to do, the very right thing to do. Mpho, you've done beautifully in keeping this legacy alive. It's an amazing thing to see, but I'll tell you what, it's time for you to shine as well. And I just wish you the happiest of birthdays, and may this be a turning point for you in the best possible way.
Thank you.
Blessings and love to you and your family. Guys, good luck for tonight. I know we're getting a glimpse of you're going to perform for us.
A bit of glimpse.
Okay, I cannot wait. Mpho, the eyes are welling, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's very, very hard, but you're doing beautifully, and I hope people tell you that. I really do.
They do.
You need to know that
I
is about
wouldn't do
you.
it without the support of South Africa.
Yeah.
They keep me going.
Yeah. And sometimes you need to know that you are important. Don't live through someone else's legacy. This is what you are creating. And that's what's so important. We love you. Thank you. Guys, good luck.
Thank you very much.
They'll be performing for us as we wrap up the show on this Wednesday morning. Stay tuned.